Hello YouTube, this is Sci-Fi Man again. I'm doing NerdBlock unboxing. This is my first one, and again, I'll tell you, I already opened it, so I know what's in here. NerdBlock looks like this. It's a nice big block. So if you see this stuff and you really like it, go ahead and subscribe to NerdBlock because they do have some pretty good stuff if that's what you're into. So let me just show you what I got and what I think order of coolness is. So the first thing I got was this plush Robin toy. It's a little smaller than what you can find online. I think it's a Loot Crate exclusive. Sorry about that. NerdBlock exclusive that you can. There's like a tag in here. If you open it up, you can actually see what it's all about. And then so there was option of getting Batman. But I'll tell you what, I've watched like 5 other videos and I don't see anybody else getting Batman. So maybe Batman wasn't necessarily a real option. So I'll keep looking at a couple other videos to see if I can't see any other ones. But there you go. Next up is my mug here. It's just an Invincible Iron Man mug. It's old school. So it's got the old school comic stuff on it. And it's just a normal size mug. I feel like it's fairly neat, but I'll be honest with you, Iron Man's not my favorite, and so I would have been much more satisfied with a Hulk or a Thor or a Captain America. If you can see behind me, Captain America. So that's what I'd have been happier with that. I think everybody got the Iron Man, and that and it's cool. Don't get me wrong, it's cool stuff. I wish there was a bit more choice. Like sometimes they'd like they sent an email and was like, which would you prefer? So we could get a couple of choices. I know it's probably more expensive if they did that, but sometimes I wish if there was a choice between things that you would go that route. And I'm guessing with the Robin one, they probably had like 100 Robins to every one Batman. So that's why I haven't seen any. But you never know. So anyways, moving on. T-shirt. Every Nerd Block and Horror Block comes with a T-shirt. This is this month's T-shirt. It is Deadpool. All right, and I know a lot of people like Deadpool. I've never really gotten into Deadpool. I think he's one of those outskirt characters. I like the idea of the merc with a mouth, which is what they call him. But I've never, like I said, I've never really gotten into him. So just for the sake of this shirt, I may think about doing it. But probably not. So, moving on forward. Star Wars. These are car decals. So you take them off and you stick them on your car. And they like add accents to your car. So I thought these were pretty neat. Unfortunately, I don't have a car that's necessarily cool enough for this. I mean, I like my car, but there's just like so many possible things wrong with it that I don't really want to add more to it. If it was gonna if I was going to add some cool things to it, I probably would save these. So, and last but not least, the thing I found the most awesome is this. This is a slap watch, and it has a boo on it, but it came broken. And I've already talked to them. They're going to send me a replacement one. They were really cool about it. I just had to take some pictures of it and whatnot. But when I do finally get it, I will probably wear this thing because it's big enough to fit my wrist, and that is a difficult thing to do. So anyway, so here's what it looks like on my wrist. I think it looks really cool because it kind of looks like a wristband you might wear, but it's also a watch. So like I said, I think it's really cool. You actually take it out of here to set the time because it's like a regular watch, but on the inside, actually I'll just show you because it does say on the back, NerdBlock. So obviously exclusive to NerdBlock. I really wish it didn't crack. But I'm hoping the next one will come in my next block. I'm hoping the next one will be good and I won't have to, be like, hey, this one broke too. See how it's different than the other pictures, but we'll see. I hope a lot of people didn't have the same luck that I did with this because, like I said, this was probably the one thing I was most excited about. I will say that there was a chance of getting a autographed card of Bruce Campbell, and I think that would have been pretty awesome to have. but I didn't get one. It was like 1 in 7, and I looked online. 5 people, 1 out of those 5 people got it, so it's probably about right, 1 out of 7. So, like I said, overall, I like the stuff, but I just don't like. If it were a little bit different, I would have been more excited. Like if Robin had been Batman, or if the Iron Man Cup had been Captain America or Hulk or whatever. I wish there was a little more choice, but obviously it's sort of like a surprise kind of thing. So you can't like everything. I just wish like the one thing that I liked had come good. So we'll see what the next one holds. I'll give it another chance. I feel like I will, because in the next block will come an autographed picture of either Val Kilmer or Warwick Davis, stars of Willow. If you've never seen Willow, it's kind of a cult movie. It didn't do very well in the box office, so your parents may not have heard of it, but it's it's done better. It's kind of like Princess Bride. Everybody's heard of Princess Bride, but did you know that it didn't do well in the box office? So a lot of people liked that movie after the fact, and that's exactly how Willow was too. Now Willow is a lot more fantasy stuff. There's magic and there's sword fighting. Warwick Davis plays Willow. Val Kilmer plays a character called Mad Mardigan. I'd be okay with either. I'd prefer to have Val Kilmer, in case anybody at NerdBlock is watching and saying, "Oh, we want to give this guy a good experience." I prefer to have Val Kilmer as Mad Mardigan because I really liked sword play and stuff. Never been too much of a magic guy, but sword play, yes. So anyway, if you're interested in this, NerdBlock.com. They also have the horror block. They also have arcade block. I'm not a big fan of a lot of arcade games. I'm surprised so if you're interested, if you liked what you saw, go to nerdblock.com, do that. And in the meantime, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to try and be putting up not only just unboxing videos, but some other types of videos. So, if you have any recommendations, I'm trying to stick with sort of like sci-fi horror kind of stuff. So, and again, if you have any comments about this video, I know the lighting stinks. I need to work on that. This particular camera doesn't really light up doesn't really pick up the light very well. So I need to figure out a better way. I need to make something lighting wise. And so, other than the obvious lighting problems to certain things, what could I do better? Leave me a comment. Don't hate. Just leave me a comment. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. If you really don't like it, obviously give me a thumbs down. And then if you want to see more of me in the future, click and subscribe to my channel. And see you around.